Mark and Joey back here with the Ultimate Sports Channel. UltimateSportsChannel.com is the website, Joey. What are they going to see when they go over to the website?
Tons of stuff, every sport, all the news you could use every day. Anything that happened the night before, you'll get it there. Go to Patreon.com when you're done there, getting all your news and get our videos. Patreon.com, search Ultimate Sports Channel, subscribe. It will be free right now. Go do that, and then eventually it will go up. But right now, get it for free. Get all the deals. Get all our special offers. Go to Patreon.com, Ultimate Sports Channel, create an account, and subscribe.
And when you do that, you're going to get a notification when new videos go up, which is helpful. Also want to mention our fans at Roku TV, which is where we started. And Roku has been great to us. 22,000 subscribers on Roku watching Ultimate Sports Channel at different times during the month. So we really appreciate everybody doing that. We're constantly over 100,000 views a month on Vimeo.com as well. So we appreciate all of that. And on the Roku, if you don't mind, folks, if you could give us a review on there, a rating, it's really important. It helps us get noticed by more people on Roku, which is helpful. So you just, as you get to the channel, before you click in and go watch the videos, just hit the star button, and you can leave a review for us. Really appreciate it if you wouldn't mind doing that. And like I say, it really helps us raise our profile in the Roku community, so we appreciate it. And Joe, let's get to the court. NBA. And we got, it's not been hugely exciting yet. Pretty much a lot of things expected. Let's start with the Lakers when I talk about expected with LeBron James. I know they're going to argue over Michael Jordan and all that, but look at the guy walks into LA, a terrible team, and what, at 14-2 or something now?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to continue. It's every week with LeBron, but hey, greatness is greatness. He's doing a great job. They're 14-2, top of the league there, so looking good. Team chemistry's working, and LeBron James is doing LeBron James stuff, so it was only a matter of time.
But here we are again. We talked about this in the hockey show if you haven't seen it with the Leafs, and here's players running the team. LeBron runs the team. He's a master builder of teams, I'd say, and he'll have a career if he wants to afterwards, although I think he'll end up in TV or whatever. But, he goes into Miami. He goes back to Cleveland. He goes to L.A. and builds a team that wins. Obviously, he's the biggest part of it, but he goes in and puts teams together that win. He's almost the best GM in all of the
It's
NBA.
not hard, though. Be LeBron James and get another superstar. Not a hard system to come up with.
You still got to do it, and you still got to make it happen. You got to put parts around it. So, you're cynical, I know, but you love LeBron. So
I love LeBron, but I'm just saying I wouldn't give him like a GM of the Year award. I mean, he is who he is, and then he goes and gets another superstar. I mean,
still got to do it.
Still got to
do it.
I mean,
it's I love to see it. And
GM of the Year is
he's such a good guy. So,
GM.
yeah, for sure. There's no doubt about that with the Raptors, and we've talked about that story and overcoming Leonard. But that'll all unfold in the playoffs. Can we overcome him and losing him in the playoffs? Kemba Walker, pretty scary injury for a big player on Boston, and obviously a scary injury for the Boston fans as well.
Well, yeah, and he's had a breakout season really this year, going to a better team in Boston. He was stuck in Charlotte for a while. Left Charlotte to go to Boston. Boston got rid of Irving for him, essentially, was the replacement there. He's having a great season. Boston on top of the Eastern Conference, which was great to see. I know basketball fans were real excited about that. Yeah. And then, obviously, a scary, scary incident. Turned out not as bad as they originally thought. Will be out for a little while, but nothing what they thought. I mean, he was stretchered off, so it could have been something very, very severe. Apparently, he'd been battling a neck injury earlier, and this was a big collision involving his neck. So lucky in a way that it's not as bad as they thought, but at the same time, obviously, hopefully a speedy recovery, and it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, I mean, that's, you get really afraid when these injuries happen, especially in basketball where one or two guys can carry a whole team.
Yeah.
That gets to be a real tough thing for them. So, and another news story here, and it's kind of, you see Mark Cuban on the air all the time, everywhere you go. But the Mavericks are finally turning around their basketball life as well as their owners' life. Yeah,
if you talk to him, you wouldn't know if the team's good or bad. They're so upbeat all the time about his team. But they've been bad for a little while now, and kind of at the end of Dirk Nowitzki's career was never really good. I mean, they had the good runs in 2014, I believe, when they won the title, or 2012 when they won the title. It's a long time ago now, guys, and really they've been trying to find something here. They went out and got Luka Doncic, who's been a phenomenal superstar, probably the MVP this year. He's doing better than LeBron type stuff when LeBron came into the league. So it's really, really high quality basketball from him. They go and get Kristaps Porzingis. They get a couple other players. It's meshing. It's working. It's doing well. I believe they're 11-6 in a playoff spot right now. It'd be good for them to get back into it. anytime a Dallas team is successful is good for the league.
Yeah.
And obviously, I think this kid being in the playoffs would be important too because he's a superstar right now around the world, and people are really paying attention.
Well, and you know that it'll just get Cuban more things to talk about. Keeps the NBA at the top of every TV show going, so it's always important for the NBA there. Let's talk about a team that might miss the playoffs. Blazers, what's going on there?
Not my missed playoffs. They're horrible. They are awful. 4 wins to start the season.
Crazy.
They were close to going to conference finals, playing against Golden State. Once again, couldn't get by them in the second round this year. But a team that was always on the edge. I don't even know. I don't know where to start. They didn't lose many players. Lost a couple. Miles Leonard, I thought, was an interesting loss, but I didn't think it would put him to this point. You know, it's bad for them. I don't see him making a return to the playoffs right now. There's too many good teams right now that have gotten better, and they've gotten worse here. So
they're going to have to do what St. Louis did in the NHL. Go from last to the Stanley Cup.
A lot harder in basketball. There's a lot of good teams right now in that Western Conference. They really just fell off, and I don't really know where. I don't know when. It's just surprising, really. But they are going from positive Western Conference Finals to now one of the worst teams in the West. So we'll see.
Hard to put, as you mentioned, hard to put a streak together in the Western Conference basketball.
Yeah,
it's just too many great teams in there. So
Dallas, the 2 LA teams, the list goes on and on of the Western Conference teams that are tough to beat right now. Even Minnesota's looking decent right now. So I mean, good luck, Portland, but you put yourself way behind the 8 ball, even so early in the season.
Yeah, that leads to sort of a good story, not a team, not playoffs, all that kind of stuff. Just Carmelo Anthony coming back.
So the team I just called crap is the team that did this, and they signed Carmelo Anthony. Obviously,
nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. Try to spark something. I thought it was a good signing by them. He had a good game last night, 12 points in the first quarter. So doing some young Carmelo stuff there. I could see him back in the league. I think it's surprising that it took so long. Obviously, he's had a bad reputation when it comes to dressing room issues.
Yeah.
Obviously, was a superstar. Has been humbled.
Unfortunately, had to come out at the same time as LeBron. That's been the toughest thing for him. He could have been a great player in the league.
But there's LeBron wanted him on the Lakers. Still upset he never got a chance,
Yeah.
and the team wouldn't sign him. So obviously, there's something there. I mean, he's playing for nothing. I don't really understand why no team took a chance on him. But he's back in the league playing for Portland. Good to see. Actually, all this is for me is an audition for a potential playoff team down the road.
Sure, yeah.
And so I think
somebody.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see what happens if he continues to play well come playoff time if the team picks him up. But anyways, good to see him back in the league. Was a superstar at one point.
Oh my God, was he ever? And like I say, unfortunately, he came out at the same time as LeBron. Has been totally overshadowed.
He had to play for the Knicks for all those years.
The Knicks, and all that time, he could have been having a way better career, way more recognized, even though he is recognized as a great player. His timing wasn't the best coming in. And it's tough to be, he was number 2 or 3 draft pick, I think, that year, and ended up having to go to the Knicks, and the Knicks just never made anything happen, which was too bad. So, anyway, we're good to see him back. A great player. Whatever goes on in the dressing room, you know what? It's better fans don't even know that stuff. Let the guy play basketball, and it's great to see him back. Listen, talking about guys who are getting back, Dwayne Wade and LeBron again. I mean, I don't know how this guy plays such good basketball. He's involved in the community all the time. But they had a high school game here, and very cool on these guys' part.
First of all, they're getting 25 ESPN aired games.
Yeah,
his sons. Yeah, that's what this is about. This is about their sons. They play on the same team, same high school team. They're getting 25 games aired on ESPN.
Wow. Can that be fun to watch? Wade and LeBron's kids.
You see the crowd. The crowd. It baffles me. And Dwayne Wade's sideline, freaking out about every point.
Well, just imagine how much their autographs are going to be worth when they make the NBA. And there's probably lots of parents getting his kid to sign autographs.
The next generation is here. It came fast. I mean, my God. Dwayne Wade only a year from retired, and LeBron's still playing. And their kids are right on the up and coming, man. And by the way, they won by like 78 points in the first game.
And it's actually going to get embarrassing. It's going to be Harlem.
Couple of the games,
like they're going to blow every team out.
Hopefully, a couple of games are close. But I tell you what, they look good. They're skilled, obviously. Yeah. It's just baffling to me, a high school team, but there's a demand for it. 2 of the great basketball players ever, Dwayne Wade and LeBron James, and their kids are just as good. So, and it's cool to see them sideline. I mean, it really is because. You forget, well, I don't because I'm a realistic like you, but a lot of people forget they're just humans, and Dwayne Wade's like on the sideline, he's like all nervous, and then just saw me to basket, he's like jumping up and down, and LeBron James like, thank God ESPN air this, I'm on the road, I'm so nervous, like, it's funny, but.
Yeah, you'd think he'd be nervous going to play his games, more nervous about what his
next generation is alive and well, and I tell you what, again, listen to this system. You got to tank and get these players. Get these kids, and especially LeBron's kid, because LeBron wants to play this kid. So it's still a strategy there, but it is cool to see.
Well, Joey, we watched a Netflix special on the Dallas Cowboys. By the way, on the football side, sorry to get off NBA,
Amazon.
but on Netflix, Amazon Prime, you can get. They do these fall of the season.
Yeah, All or Nothing
series. They're amazing.
It's called All or
Is that what
Nothing.
it's called? Yeah, All or Nothing. And they did with Dallas. So the reason I'm mentioning it is Jerry Jones, his son, and obviously his daughter-in-law, his daughter, and then their kids playing high school football. They're all at the game. I mean, all this Dallas Cowboy power. And they're freaking out, like you said, freaking out more than they would watching the Cowboys, which is, their life and their living and everything else. And here they are at a high school football game going nuts. So, they are just people. Like you mentioned. In real life, they're just people.
They're people. And honestly, it does mean more to kids sometimes. And obviously, as a father like LeBron and Dwayne Wade are, I mean, it's your kid at the end of the day. And, he actually has more pressure than LeBron right now. He's got all those kids that are harder than media to live with. Every day you go to school. So I tell you what, I don't blame him, but it's cool to see it. It really brings, I think, a good side of every athlete out. So.
Yeah, and one thing people will complain a lot about social media. We never used to get to see this side of players. There was nobody following them around. In my day, there was nobody writing about the fact they went to see their kids' football game or anything. Like we only knew them as the player they were in the game. So social media has done a great job of that. That now they have phones everywhere, and these guys are seen as regular fathers, just like any other father at a game, cheering their kid on, having heartbreaks with their kid if they don't play well, whatever it is. It's fun to see, and it was amazing. And the crowd they're getting, I must say. When we're in the U.S., we lived in Seattle for 3 years, which is why we're Seahawks fans, which we mentioned on the NFL show. They support high school, insanely support.
Real
high school.
quick, if you're Canadian, you don't know this, but high school is everything. Actually, if you don't play high school ball, like football or basketball, then you don't matter. They don't have rep leagues. So in Canada, by the way, if you are American Canada, we have rep leagues. High school means nothing.
Yeah.
Here, you guys have all high school. I think it's a way better system. Gets the community involved, the school involved. Like I said, you probably, honestly, had 5,000 freaking fans in that stadium watching. At least it felt like. I mean, they had both sides covered with both schools, right? So it's a really cool atmosphere. But I think it's just a cool way they do it here. They really promote their high school and their high school sports, and I think it's a great way. So it's very cool to see. It gets the school involved, the kids involved, the community involved. And by the way, I know people hate on LeBron and hate on Dwayne Wade because they take a lot of the attention, but they give to every player that's there. And I want to just quickly say that because I know LeBron got in trouble when he was coaching the team or whatever and got all excited. People were like, calm down, LeBron. But he was coaching even the other kids and was high-fiving other kids. And people don't like to mention that stuff. They only like to focus on what he does with his own kid. But he's out there all the time. He did a 3-point contest with many of the kids on the team, teaching them, and so was Dwayne Wade. So I do gotta give a bit of a shout out.
It's tough. People, people just want to be negative. It's unfortunate these stars. They love them one side.
Well, of course, I'm jealous too, but I'm not gonna bag on a guy who's actually doing good work, like LeBron and D Wade. And if they weren't doing stuff for other kids, I'd be upset too,
right? Because
they are obviously a little over dramatic with the stuff they do because they're excited for their kid and they get all the attention because of who they are. But they use that for good. So I show any athlete that does that because there's a lot of bad athletes out there.
Exactly. It's fantastic to see. Hey, let's get back to the NBA since we're talking about that. Houston Rockets, your team. What's going on over there?
Yeah, we'll make this quick. They're the most inconsistent team I've ever seen in my entire life. They're so frustrating to ever want to win. They win 7 in a row. They've now lost 4 in a row. They exhaust me. They exhaust me. I can't take it anymore. Houston, just either suck or win. Please, make a decision. I mean, I have anxiety, and it's just killing me. I can't.
Well, the streaks will do that. You need a team to get back in Seattle so that you can focus on a basketball team in our own city. Yeah. So you picked up Houston, and they've frustrated you over the years. So listen, let's wrap up with some fantastic news and an unbelievable accomplishment. Zach LaVine. In this game, I don't understand how anybody could even do that. It's amazing.
Well, first of all, he was benched the game before, so talk about two tales.
Inspiration.
He was benched the whole fourth quarter of the game before. Coach was not happy with him. The next game comes out, has 13 threes, second all time. Klay Thompson had 14. Steph has 11. Had 13 threes. And hit the game winner, and had a 40-point night. So. Very, very cool. Obviously, won the game by 1 point, but it's amazing how you bench one game, you do that next game. Clearly that worked for him. But hey, great game. He's an up-and-coming star, really, that's getting overshadowed because Chicago's been so bad now for a couple of years, really. Since the really Derrick Rose, Jimmy Butler days, they've been really bad. So, he's going to get overshadowed there, but he might be a guy who gets traded to a good team at some point. Maybe they start to build around him, but he's really up-and-coming. He gained famous for winning the dunk contest 2 years ago. Hopefully he goes back in the dunk contest. It's the best one I've ever seen when he was in it. So, anyways, great game by him, historic night. So.
Yeah, it's great to see that. Great way to finish off the show here. Hopefully you've seen some stuff we talk about all the time that you don't get every week by the other shows on TV, and we're happy to come to you every week with our Rewind show. We're going to be adding other videos on some of our travel that we do, put some up on horse racing, so if you're interested in the sport there, take a look at that. We're going to be adding to that every week as well. So anyway, that's it. That's the NBA is our last show of this week. We look forward to chatting with you again next week, and what'll be another exciting week of sports.